Nah, I'm gonna get to it real quick, and then I got a little hour break before I'll get going, and we good to go. You know, nah, I'm gonna get to it real quick. Shit, we are getting to it. I don't hear myself in my headphones, but welcome to the SOGHIO Gas Company Broadcasting, right here at the Voice It Radio Broadcasting Company here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio. My name is John Will. I kick off the dang power block today, every damn day with the Tuesday power block with the SOGHIO Gas Company Cannabis Show here in Northeast Ohio. Uh, After me, we got the one and only Al Porter's Hip Hop Show. And then shortly following after that, we got the one and only show, Hot Mess in the Evening, here at the Voice of Radio. Once again, I always like to thank my Voice of Radio president, the leader of this doggone spaceship over here, my main man, EP, and a Starship Enterprise survivor. I think he been like shout out to that damn he been transported. He done had some green Martians, I'm pretty sure. Couple of them. He the only dude over here on this planet that actually had a Martian crackhead. We'll get into that a little later on tonight on the show. But here on the Ohio Gas Company, we like to talk about cannabis, the information, the legalization, and cultivation of our plant here. Last week we was getting into a lot of people cut their plants down and they get them in the jars now. So on the cultivation tip, if you move it in the jars right now, and you do have shot with this winter being extended, you got about a good 3 or 4 more months before I'm guessing before the weather gonna switch and specifically the humidity will switch over, so you can really control your plant's environment and get another good growing season. So I would recommend auto flowers, and we are don't forget also we are planning a group grow around April 20th. So we are gonna be getting some plants together for you guys, and we're gonna have a we're gonna grow together. What we're gonna do is like start these plants indoors and move them outdoors together. So it's a lot that we got to get to. But specifically for my people who cutting down your plants in the indoors right now, it's the snap on your plant. When you curing your plant, you have to think about it in two different ways. You have to think about your plant as dried out, and that's when you have to get enough moisture out the stem so it won't so sort of you stopping the process of the plant growing when you do that. And then after that, you want to control the moisture so your plant doesn't dry too fast. That's why we put it in jars with the Bovita pack. I recommend the 62% Bovita pack, depending on your jar that you're using. And remember, the first week that you get those plants, you have to burp your jars almost every 4 hours. And I really mean that. And then you'll start slowing down as the week goes on. But your first week in jars, you gotta go burp that mug every 4 days. And when you burp in your weed, everybody, you gotta like open the jar up, shake the weed around, and move it around so air get to the bottom of it. And just don't take the top off and think you like let that air out and let it back in. You have to let that jar stay open for about 20 minutes. So that's why I said, like, when you first start curing that weed, it's sort of like taking care of a puppy or a little baby. It just is going to demand your attention for the first week. And after that, it kind of will slow down to a place where you will know where you at, where you can just burp it a little less, like it slows down. But that first 6 days or so, you need to be on a rotation. If you got a friend that'll come over, if you're gonna be away, it's really important. And the key to this is when you in the mason jar, that second seal in there is tight, and then it start releasing. It like the chemistry that's going on take all of the oxygen out the jar, and that's what's going to translate the chlorophyll into the trichomes and the flavonoids. That's what's giving all our cannabis the characteristics. So don't forget, you need to dry to the stem snap. That's the first part. I'm going to say at least 7 to 12 to 14 days, depending on the strain. Then after that, you get into the jars. And when you're doing this, you got to remember you want to take all of the extra hairs off the top of, not hairs, the extra leaves off the top of your weed. You want to trim it almost so it look pretty enough to go into a bag. Usually, some people use that as a final trim to keep some moisture in there, but always just tap into me at SOHIGHO216 at Gmail, and I do answer all the questions back and get you all the answers that you need to know about this cannabis plant, though. But we definitely have to remember those stages of curing the weed. Now, as far as the law is gone, we got good news on the legal front. I know EP and my girl, Miss Mickey, is happy to hear that we are trying to fight that law as the citizenryship of Ohio. So they put that right back on the ballot. We got enough on the balance already that we're gonna make November, and really we are gonna get that. What we're really looking at, the Citizen Street is really looking to not be illegal to cross state lines with the weed, which is important. Like, and this bagging transportation, they trying to get rid of that because it's really not, it's not super enforceable. I don't know which one that one's on. Who is that? That's me. I don't know which one that one came through on. I got something else going on. That's my fault, everybody. Is it me? How did that shit happen? I don't know how that happened. I don't know what that happened. We have just a smidge of technical. I don't even know where that is playing from, to be honest with you. What is that coming from? That's got goofy. But here we go though. So a little more in the news with that law being changed. We did get this on the referendum. So if you never voted, like all the time, like the last time when we voted for this plant, I think it was really popular because we was trying to defeat somebody we ain't like in office, and a lot of people turned out. But if you're passionate about this plan, you're over 21 or you're getting close to 21 and you don't want the government in your business, it will be very important for us to go out and rock the vote this year and just get them off our product. What you will get out of that is the percentage of our vapes and everything will go back up to 90%, which is beautiful for the customer. Just smoke less. I don't know why they like wanted to be less. They don't have any real reasons on why they changing these laws, but just to mess with people. I really don't see the benefit of moving it from 70 to 90. There's no difference. And I bet you if you look at the plus minus what's intolerance is probably well into that and get you up there also. So the other thing that I really is gonna harp on is the transportation and how much you could transportate. How much can you carry by yourself? If you grew the weed in your house, say EP grew some weed and he wanted to take it over to Miss Mickey house, he can only take 2.5 ounces, even though he grew it himself. And the law says that he could grow as much as, in 6 to 12 plants. As him and his old lady, another adult in the house, had 12 plants, and it yielded 12 pounds. And Miss Mickey had a freezer. You think you want? Don't nobody know you. God damn. Yeah, that's what it said. Miss Mickey over there, like, why you trying to bust the safe house? Man, ain't nobody coming over there with them cat protectors you got over there. She got guard cats at her house, and they like, don't come over there. They'll scratch your eyeballs out. But you have a problem transportating. How is EP gonna be able to put his homegrown weed in a licensed package from a dispensary and it never been in a dispensary in his life? So they saying that you as an adult, you can't carry something you grow. Now I'm gonna tell you what the law is too. He can share that weed with you. He can't advertise that he's sharing with you. If he wanted to take you 2.5 and not get any money for it, or no favors, we know how that is. Or no favors either. You can do that legally, and the law provides you for that. But guess where the problem is? Transportation. So what sense do that make? It makes zero sense. So how do you get it over there? So say you was moving, you just moving from Columbus to Cleveland. You got your stuff. So you trying to say you can't carry it? I don't know if that makes any sense. Now, being a distracted driver in Ohio is always going to be on the book. So if they catch you high driving or anything, it's just like DUI, DWI. The test for that is not all the way clear. If they say some police officers say he trained in that shit, you ask them for every bit of certification. Really, what you do, like any good citizen that's breaking the law, you say, I want to see my lawyer if you investigate me. And that's the end of that. Like, here, license and insurance. But if you're in an investment, but you know what's going to happen if you say that in the wrong town. You got to get out the car. Yeah, you know where you at. Midtown, Ohio. Still right now, the toughest county right now and the holdout county. We got two counties around Denison County. I just heard somebody got pulled over but let go. And Ashland County has always been really tough. And I never would really trust Lake County, even though Lake County has Bloom in it, dispensaries, not like over by Strongsville. If you don't know, Strongsville has no smoke shops, no vape shops, and no pot shops at all. Yeah, Strongsville is a no-go town. That's a dry county. I ain't gonna say dry county, but they city ordinance, and you could kind of see why. With right over there by there is a big high school, and they don't need to. Maybe that might be their reasoning, but then once again, they lose a lot of tax revenue. Now, everybody going up to Michigan and coming back, it is about over. I heard the tax weed is starting to hit the dispensaries up there. It is a 20% markup added to the weed already in there. I don't think that's going to change until they fix all the potholes up there. Governor Gretchen made the potholes for pot program to pay for them getting the roads fixed on the back of you pie heads and weed smokers up in Michigan, and you're gonna lose all the revenue that's coming from out of state. I don't know why they did that when they perfected the market. And here in Ohio, we got too many restrictions. They're not gonna let us advertise, they're not gonna let us do nothing. But it's okay as long as you let us down here just smoke being over 21. I'm kind of good with it. We got a little bit. We'll get some more a little bit later. Now over in some entertainment news, we got a lot going on with the St. Clair Superior Art Fest. Once again, Voice of Radio is going to be our whole media team over there this year. We got them on a title sponsorship. Not going to be till August 5th. And we do have something to announce to the team too. August 13th, we are going to have a kickoff party at the Brown Hoist Ciders Orchard out in Hiram. So we're going to take a day trip out there on a Saturday, have a farm to table meal to kind of kick off our season. Voice of Radio gonna be there. It's gonna be limited to like 50 to 100 people, but it's gonna be a great time. We're in talks right now with Post Saga, one of the DJs from the Nerve DJ. Shout out to Johnny O and the Nerve DJ, another title sponsor. Shout out to all our sponsors that's been helping us out along the way. Evergreen, Laundry Cooperation, St. Clair Superior, all the people who really supporting us to stand up for our community over there. We're really trying to do a lot of good things. Looking for good sponsorship package. Vendors, get in touch with me. You can reach me at SOHIGHO. And if you're from the neighborhood and you need a sponsorship package, that means you need some help paying that $150 booth rental. Come see us, especially if you live in the neighborhood. All we ask you to do is have a product. Like, we don't want too many people selling just all your junk out your house. We'll take like 5 of them. But we really looking for artists to curate our art fest. So if you got a product that you sell, something that you make, we are into makers and creator spaces. So we will have a lot of areas over there for that. We also are in talks with Tilt Soil and Food Strong over on 61st. What's that church right there by the Hell's Angels? Not the church, but the school. What street is that, EP? The Hell's Angels Street with the white church. 62nd and Superior. 61st. Right there is Food Strong, is where they plant the garden at, and it's a good community response. So they gonna have a bean pole contest that we're gonna launch over at Tilt Soil, where people from the neighborhood, kids, we really trying to get a lot of youth to come out, get a potted plant and grow it, and then you harvest it. And the competition will be August 8th at the art fair. We'll meet in the morning, have a competition, and then pick your beans and cook them up Szechuan style. Uh, Courtesy of Johnny Woo and the Asian Festival and them. So it's gonna be a great thing, great way to show what tilt soil can do, good soil, growing something nice, and then having a chance to win prizes. It's a lot of good gardening stuff and a lot of good gardening tips, and we might have a couple workshops leading up to it. So it's a lot of planning going on for the art festival this year, but stay in touch with us. We do have a few other things going on too, because we're gonna try to do Ghost Skate Day over there this year, and it's a few other things. I know on the 14th, I believe next weekend we having not the Croatians, um, at the other Slavic hall. I ain't gonna say that's the wrong thing. The other Eastern European hall over there. Ghost Skate Day. Ghost Skate Day is June 21st. It's International Ghost Skateboard Day, Worcester Skate Shop. And we are going to have a game of skate at the EJ Kosick Rec Center. And then we're going to have a uh, skate against hate from Public Square over to West 25th. We do it annually, but this year we're going to have hopefully we get a police escort. They really like trying to get some community activity with us. Shout out to the police civilian board who doing great stuff in the town, and they're gonna get us like a little more interaction with the police so we can start breaking down some of those walls, doing our little part as some community things. Just try to help the community out. We about that life. We don't want nobody like we want everybody to go home at night and get high. To be honest with you, so a little bit of stuff with the Go Skate Day. That answer your question? Go Skateboard Day is what it is. She's still looking like she don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Skateboard? I'm gonna say you don't skate at all. Huh? Go skateboard? No, go. I just got fucking. I don't speak great. It's Go Skate Day. Go Skate Day. Yeah, Go Skate Day.
Yeah, woo.
No, not Ghost Skate Day. Yeah. That's why they smoke good weed over here. It's Ghost Skate Day.
You ran them words together like they was.
Dude, some days
and we high.
Some days I can be guilty of that, but we just trying to be nice to the city of Cleveland because right here in Wood Hill Park, the big thing about this is our buddies over at Public Square Group. Shout out to Vince Franz. They are planning a new skateboard park at Luke Easter, Wood Hill Park, depending on how long you've been in Cleveland. From this neighborhood, we just call it the park. So we're going to raise some funds for that and get some awareness for skateboarding in this community. Hopefully keep a couple people out the streets doing no good and give us some more entertainment going into the new year. That is why we've been asked to put this little event on to help out the skateboard community and anything to help out the youth of Cleveland. To be honest with you, we're down for it. It's a cool project and something to do. Uh, yeah, hoverboard would be good especially when we do the skate for hate. It's anything: bicycle, e-bike, roller skate, rollerblades, wheels, just kind of pedestrian powered vehicles. And we'll go from downtown. It's a great event because when you see all of the skateboarders and you over the bridge, and we just do that as solidarity. We really don't pick a big cause. We usually just skate for peace, and that's pretty much, we usually call it push for peace. But I think this year, since with all the climate in the world, it's gonna be kind of skate against hate, and that's what we'll do. So it's just like a bunch of us to get together. But I tell you what, that's an unstoppable crowd. It's sort of like the Million Man March. Well, I don't know. They watered the Man March down, but when we roll through the city like that with all skateboarders, it's very unifying. It's a great event because it's multicultural. Skateboarding don't nobody own skateboarding, and if you really want to see where kind of a real melting pot of America and in Cleveland. Come to Go Skate Day. We always got some sponsorship. I know we good for the voice of radio. EP just gave us the $500 super sponsorship package. He's gonna have some. What I meant to say was the voice of radio gave us the 100. What I meant to say was the voice of radio is gonna show up and be there to support us in all a full glory. In all like full glory. He got, but I think he might get some money to get us that $500 package and give away some skateboards. What I like to do is all the people who are interested in skateboarding or biking or anything, we're gonna get a sponsorship, hopefully from the police department, to give you helmets and knee pads if that's what you need, so you could be skate safe out there while you are enjoying your summer recreational activities. A lot of people that don't have the ability, they might have the ability to get a skateboard, but not buy the helmet. And I would tell you, you should probably buy the helmet before the skateboard for your own sake, especially if you underage. You don't want your head hitting the ground. You need to skate in your ability anyway, but that's just what it is. Well, I ain't gonna even hold y'all today because I got Al coming up. I'm a little bit disjointed. I don't know why today, but I appreciate. I'm not. You know what the problem is? I'm under high. I don't feel like I'm high enough to be honest with you. I feel like I never like always locked in. My brain is hard to shift over to these weird ass times. But it's 420 somewhere, I think over in Texas, headed in California, 2 hours back. So appreciate everybody for tapping into us as always, man. I got guests coming up. I'm not sure John Armstrong gonna make it in tonight, but we got Deshaun them and Contu Live coming in like next week on the 420 show. I don't know if I'm gonna be in at 420 tomorrow, next week. But we do got some comedies coming in. Don't forget, like Dunlap's up on Sunday nights is the open mic. So Ohio Gas Company sponsors that, and we got two more comedy shows coming to the neighborhood too. Big bro, we got Superior Foe on Thursday, 7 to 8 is gonna be a comedy show like once a month, and Crowbar is also gonna launch a once a month open mic. I don't know if it's gonna be open mic or a show over there with John Armstrong. So we got some entertainment coming back over to our city. Shout out to my man Rex the Roofer who came over and broke the ice dam off my house to stop the damn drip coming to my house. I can't say thank you enough. And his co-worker Shane, I believe it is. I appreciate y'all for like coming over and hooking me up because it's cold. It's kind of warm today in Cleveland, to be honest with you. This is the first day we was over 30 some odd degrees. And here's another tip for you too. If you getting that dirt ready for outdoors, it's time to start cooking it right now. What do I mean, Miss Mickey? Cook your dirt? Start mixing it all together and getting it under a tarp. If you go into the dang, like say if you go to Home Depot right now, you can find the old bags from last year. And what you want to do is buy those bags, mix them up with your worm casting mix and your nutrients, put them over a tarp while it's cold outside, and it will start making you the best dirt right now in this weather. So when the springtime comes or when you're ready to plant, you will have the richest, blackest dirt that you ever seen, full of worms, and it is a worm castings is what you ask. Also, it's a business in the fact that you can really grow earthworms and sell them to the fishermen down on Lake Erie too. They sell them. I got $3.99 for like 12 or so. So it's a pretty good business if you feel like getting into that. But start cooking your dirt now. Get that stuff ready for outside. And as soon as the spring breaks too, you need to go around where you planted last year and add those amendments to your dirt so you could be ready for next year. Soon as the spring break, go out there and add more worm castings and nutrients to your area in your dirt so it can be ready and start a life going down there because you cooked all the life out of it last year. Well, you got a little question, woman? Yeah. It I would not necessarily, because let me tell you why you wouldn't. Because soon as you put that dirt and worm casting over there, you ever go by a compost pile and in the winter is no snow on it and it's steaming? That's because the worms and all of those nutrients is actually eating up shit and pooping out good dirt. That's what's going on. It makes its own heat. So I would tell you, no, you don't. You just need it's gonna melt down to that snow. Soon as you put that tarp over the top of it, it will be a spot where no snow will grow at all. Cause it's starting to leave. The most important part is to cover it with the tarp. It will not work if you're doing it. Say you got like 40 to 80 pounds worth of dirt, you have to have it under a tarp. The only time you don't have to have a tarp is maybe when you dealing in like lots of it, like a pile that's 6 to 8 feet tall, and then you don't have to put a tarp on it. Yeah, we got answers for you too. Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Same difference. When you think about what is breaking down in the ground, that's not a problem. They've been burying shit in this bitch. You done ate your cousin them from all years ago, 20 or 30 times, so it's not a big deal. She buried her. You buried her on the other side of the fence. God damn it. Holy moly, man. Shout out to Miss Mickey up in this joint. When I say hot mess in the evening is gonna be coming up, and it is a wild, wild show. I can't thank you enough for my little YouTube followers. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Facebook as always. I think we over there. I don't even know if we over there. But they're my people anyway. They held me down for the longest. TikTok, I appreciate you. And make sure you send me some likes and subscribe to these things. And we gonna do better every damn week we get on this though show to have the best damn podcast. And I almost forgot to tell you guys something very, very important. You can eat too many gummies. Be very careful. I will be remiss to get on this show, and I've always tell you, be careful with the edibles. That psychotic episode to come through here. Like take for instance my co-host Miss Mickey compared to Miss Kathy. Miss Mickey could pop them things like now ladies. Miss Kathy need one of them peel cutters to cut that bitch in half and in half and in half, and she need that little sliver, and she's okay. EP on the other hand, I don't think he can eat enough, and I don't think he can eat enough. I mean, I think me and you is not bad because you do pretty good, but he'll just keep eating them. I just don't know. Like, have you ever ate too many, EP? Oh, he already see he took it to the limit. And even EP, who has a high tolerance level, you too. These are high tolerant people that I seen it. Yeah, and I know Miss Mickey didn't really smoke a lot when we first came over here, but she could eat the gummies and maintain like it wasn't shit. I was like, wow, you tolerance is different. My other co-host went out the fucking back door, goddamn, flipped out, got undressed. God damn, she went crazy in this mug. Talk about open the window and all kinds of shit. Close the window. Oh, that was, we ain't gonna forget about my Camosa. Girl Camosa or boy Camosa. It was so good. Shout out to our homeboy, baby boy, man. I know he off here doing new shit somewhere, man. Miss you and love you, big bro. We ain't seen you, but stay tuned. Right after me at 7 o'clock, it's the longest running hip hop show in America. It's Al Porter's Hip Hop Workshop, the one and only Al Porter. I think he's gonna be coming live from the AK Rowdy, if I'm not mistaken. Always got good guests. What y'all think about that Bad Bunny? I know we're gonna get into it a little bit tonight. Yeah, we gonna get in a little bit of that. Uh Shout out to the homegirl from Cleveland Heights though, the hockey player too. She actually got 3 assists. Did you check her out? But
Gator. So
the speed gator? Yeah.
want to go with us.
Yeah, we got the Cleveland Heights hockey player that gave 3 assists up. You know, in hockey, that shit. I believe so. I believe so. 3 assists in hockey is like shit. You balling like a mug. You know what I mean? Like that mean shit. The score only be like 2 to 3 anyway. And if you assisted on 3 of those goals, you kind of the shit. I mean, that's like you really, really good. And it's a brown girl. Look like she mixed from Cleveland Heights. But shout out to her doing her thing, man. Bringing Cleveland some gold. This year, I don't even know. Super Bowl this year for me, lackluster. No dog in the fight. It was boring. I think I fell asleep on the end of it. Uh, I don't know why this wasn't that thrilling. Oh, I kind of watched that Bad Bunny thing. It was kind of like corny. It wasn't even a good pot. I don't know. It was a little weird on me this year. Too much DraftKings, if you ask me. And I didn't bet to make it fun. I guess if I had a bet in, maybe I would have held on. But that's kind of corny. But we gonna do better out here. Shout out to my people over at Shangri-La Dispensary. I'm gonna give y'all a little hook up. Shout out to my man JB over there down in Texas, man. I appreciate you. I didn't forget you, buddy. It's just been I'm gonna give you a call. Some shit done went down, but I got you right. EP don't be believing me, man. Send him a little like over this mug. He don't believe me. Uh we get some shout out from Texas, man. We appreciate y'all. I got some I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of dispensary news before I get out of here because there is some specials. Uh I'm gonna get that right. Okay, Google, tell me the dispensary specials for this week in Northeast Ohio. And like I say, Bloom Dispensary over there. I forgot I was supposed to get to another one, but don't forget about my boys over at Clutch. They always doing a good job. They do a great job. As always. And Shangri-La, I think they got buy one, get one free tomorrow. I think it's 20% off tomorrow, EP, on the edibles right there on St. Clair. So you got to hit these dispensaries. If you felt like going to the dispensaries, they got like specials almost every day. And that's when you're going to get your best values out these dispensaries. So you get like I forgot what your daily limit is, but you could buy up to that much in these dispensaries. Some of the flower product is not as good as the edibles, the tincture, and the wax stuff. So if you're looking for the just research those. It's kind of easy these days to get this. Okay, we got Bloom Clutch. Clutch has got the triple play. Save 30% when you buy 3 or more Clutch products. Bloom Medical, they got 30% off for veterans. That's good for you. And flower deals, they got super orange and halves were spotted on sales. They got Warner gummies, $22 for 100 milligram package, and UB mints. And then on the honorable mention, we got Terrasana out of Cleveland. They got the entire store on their BOGO, 45% off, and that's just today. That's crazy. So buy one, get one, 45% off. Amplify Cleveland up on Coventry. They got bulk flour, buy 5 jars, 2.8, damn, for $100 flat. So damn, hold on. That's like 2 points. So I'm gonna give them 3 by 14. That's 15. So they got a half up there for 100 flat. Not really a good deal because that's not a half worth of weed. So less than a half for $100, but you get 5 jars of Buckeye Relief, and Buckeye Relief is a good product. Budget ounces at up at Amplify. They have RO brand halves at actually 15.5 grams for $80. I wouldn't trust that. Quick tip says Thursday you get 30% off a GTI and clutch is the best ones that you could get to. And if you are somewhere that sell rhythm flour, they also have 30% off today. So that's a little bit of news from the dispos. We got to keep it legal. I advise everybody to go get them a dispo pack to put their real weed in, carrying it around in the city. And remember to put it behind your further seat in your car or in the trunk, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the SOGHIO Gas Company. We're going to do better every damn week we do this damn show. And stay tuned for Al Porter's Hip Hop Show and the best show tonight on the interweb, Hot Mess in the Evening. We are going to have a good time. My whole girl, Miss Mickey, over there having a good time already. EP, is our girl, Miss Kathy, coming this week? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I'm going to send out the bat signal. Oh shit, don't say that shit. If you want to make sure she coming in here, say some shit like that. I ain't gonna be the one to say that shit. That's like getting fired from this job is like kind of like getting fired from a rap group. I don't think that's possible. You can only get killed out of this bitch. Either the nigga not rapping. Yeah. You like Project Pat. That nigga just didn't show up. We still getting paid. Yeah, we like a rap group up in this organization, but it's a great organization because let me tell you what, the reality of this damn show at the Voice of Radio here in Cleveland, shit, we'll tell you right now. If it happened in Cleveland and you didn't hear about it here, it probably didn't happen in Cleveland. That's the Voice of Radio. If you've been in Cleveland and you haven't been across this radio airways at this station, you really ain't trying to make it over here. I'm trying to tell you, this is the proving ground all day long. Shout out to my man Malik X too, man. He had a great show this weekend. Regular visitor here at the station. Dan, he done came twice already, and he done been here. So many people been here. EP forgot that nigga's even been here before. So great show. Tune in later. Thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, we need you to do all of that good shit. Like, subscribe, and if you looking to be at a great studio with a great production team, hit EP up for some studio time. It's very economical. We could get you some good co-hosts. Miss Mickey is always looking to talk about stuff and other things like that. But she's a great. Nah, you can't have my other co-host because when she ain't doing this show, she riding around in the golf cart with me talking shit. So we looking forward to that shit, and that's a good thing. EP, when is on the T coming back out?
Yep.
We get a lot of pub on that. If you see on our little YouTube and on our Instagram, our On the T series, Brainchild or EP is just a great produced show, and we have a great time on that show. Look forward to that coming back into the spring and doing great things over here at the Voice of Radio. Appreciate y'all so much. Don't eat too many gummies. Shout out to my kids too, man. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Alana, Christabel, Ellie Belly, man. My grandson, my grandnephews, nephews, nieces, mama, I love you. Ray, you a saint for taking care of mama like that. Brothers and sisters, I appreciate all y'all. Shout out to my boys, Ken Cody, Days One, Harold over at 4030 Studio. Shout out to the Art Fest crew, the whole team over there, all the lead people over there doing their thing. Appreciate that. Big shout out to the city of Cleveland, man. We could do better all the time. Shout out to the Cavs. What you think, Kate?
Can't wait to talk about that.
Finally, listen, this is the most begrudging Cleveland ever. He gave a semi fist pump, which is more than EP done did since I hit this radio show for any Cleveland team. He is a reluctant Cleveland fan, and he got right reason. He got right. We've been desolate since 2016. It's been tough. No, we got LeBron in 2016.
That 1 year he
Yeah. Man, don't be hating. We would have been nothing. We had nothing. Thank y'all so much, man. Tune in, man. I appreciate y'all. Man, shout out. Appreciate y'all, man. Have a great evening. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Smoke weed